task you move from your tune? Pooping. Pooping. You know how much time I waste pooping, chat? A copious amounts of time. Copious, chat. Pooping and sleeping. If I could not sleep, if I'd be like, I'm like a fucking Energizer bunny, chat. Always going around, chat. Always going around in a circle. Boom. That's what I would be. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. For being so patient with me. And also, I think we just got a new follower, chat. I gotta thank them. Who is this other person right here? Let me go ahead and thank him, chat. Oh boy, DDs 825 DDs. Thank you so much, or double D's. Maybe that's a double D's, chat. Thank you for following my new Huckleberry. Welcome to the stream. Just about to answer some patron questions on my Patreon. It'll be fun. Very good. Guys, if you have a new drawing idea, oh my God, share with us. I would love to hear what it is. Tell me. I'm getting wine drunk, chat. Now I'm just having a little bit of wine. You know, get my electrolytes all electrocuted and all that stuff. You know me. You know me, chat. Very good. Here's what that idea is. Yeah. Green Goblin would be very funny. I like the idea, Thunderly. Nice. Yeah. Trying it right now. I'm surprised how much I like because I'm really a fan of 8-bit art styles. Oh, this is good. Oh, for Octopath Traveler. Yeah. Brockzilla, but I haven't started. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Well, you take all, no pressure on you, Casfade, no pressure. Take all the time you need to work, and then never want to rush an artist, chat. Okay, you rush an artist, and they feel stressed out. And then the work will be all, it'll be all whap, whap, whap. You can't have whap, whap, whap artwork, chat. So take all the time you need. No doubt about it. People want, they can send me a PNG, a ping, or a JPEG, right size, so I can make that front email to this card. Oh! Well, in the Discord. Oh, that's cool. I thought you said Twitch. Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah. Newsy Ducky, welcome to stream. I didn't finish Converse Godzilla in theater because there were children not wearing masks. Oh, I'm sorry, Newsy Ducky. Oh, those little fucking brats. Well, I hope. Do you have HBO Max? You'll be able to finish it that way. I'm sorry that your theater experience was ruined. That's why I'm like, I don't want to go to the theater yet. I got my one phase of my shot. My arm is fucking killing me, by the way. My left arm. It's like, ugh. I think maybe that's why I'm feeling weak. I think it's the shot. I probably should have mentioned it. I got my COVID part 1 shot, part 1. I don't have the full part 2 yet. And, yeah, it just leaves you. I mean, you feel it. Some people, it affects people differently. And I'm just a little fatigued, I think. I think that's what it is. I got a lot of errands done today. I got my taxes done. Fun. Got my taxes done, chat. And I got my COVID shot. And so I'm just kind of feeling it right now. Yeah, it just hit me. I was like, oh, that's why I feel so shitty. Oh. But chat, thank you, David Madison, thank you. No, I appreciate it. Woo-wee! It was the which one did I get? What's the thing with the oh God. What's the name of the goddamn company, chat? I'm blanking. See, Jesus Christ, it's really affecting my mind all of a sudden. Sorry, chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Pfizer, thank you. I knew it was that started with a PF. I knew it was like, thank you, Pfizer. Pfizer's the one I got. Sorry, chat. Wow. No, I didn't get Moderna. No, I got Pfizer. Fatigue is a symptom of the shot. Boom, I got it. I got it, chat. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Wow. I don't know, it just kind of hit me. Maybe I probably shouldn't drink. That's another thing I shouldn't do. Oh, Lord, oh boy. Oh boy, oh God, oh man, chat. All of it. All of it. Yeah. But chat. Again, thank you. Welcome, Hope you're all having a very nice Thursday evening, chat. We're going to go ahead and get into these questions, you crazy kids. Let me go ahead and raise my glass to you again, chat. May the wings of the as a feather, you're shaking the pillars of heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute to you. I'll give you, they say the Pfizer has a higher antibody. That's why. They're just fucking with me. Fighting against me. No. Produce Graphics, welcome to stream. Juicy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream, Produce Graphics. Good to see you. Won't drive you this fatigued. Yeah, I'll let you. I'll see how I'm feeling in the next like couple hours, Chad. I'll make a decision. Make a decision in a bit, Chad. Excuse me. Whew. But now, Chad, let's go ahead and get these questions. I want to thank all my very generous subscribers for being a part of my Patreon. Thank you so much. We're going to jump into these questions right now, Chad, with Vanisphere's questions. I'm reading these in the order I received them, with the exception of Carmen Hazel, because she likes to be last in the Q&A, chat. So that's what I will do. But this is Vanisphere's question, chat. Starting with question number 1. This is a movie film question, chat. This will be a good one. Pacific Rim was a fun kaiju film. To each their own. Idris Elba's "Cancel the Apocalypse" speech was epic, which made part 2 such a letdown. What sequel completely missed the point, and why the original worked in your opinion? Oh my God, there's so many. So many. The one I instantly thought of, Chad, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the first one. I think the first film was fine, but Speed, Chad, with Keanu Reeves and what's her name? Not Hilary Swank, but the other one, that one. But the one with Keanu Reeves, Chad. And they did the sequel. It was like the whole premise is Dennis fucking Hopper's out of his goddamn mind, and he's setting up all these fucking bombs and like around the city, chat. Thank you, Dave Manson, for the 100 biddies. Hope you're doing very well. Sandra Bullock, chat. Nailed it. Thank you, DD Darkside. Thank you, awesome. Sandra Bullock. So you had this whole premise where, you had the fucking Dennis Hopper, crazy, set up all these fucking bombs over the goddamn city, elevators, subways, buses and shit, chat, puts on a bus. And the thing is, the bomb is connected to, like, the speedometer, right? And if you go below, like, what is it, 40 miles per hour, 50, 60 miles per hour, then you'll explode. It's like, that's a cool premise, right? It's like, it's like, okay, it's chaotic. You gotta do that. Like, whatever the fuck's in front of you, you gotta get out of the fucking way, or we go boom, 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 go through all the killing people. It's like, okay, I mean, it's a nice thriller. I give it like a matinee, chat. It's a very entertaining matinee action thriller, right? And then they did the sequel, chat, where they did not bring Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is like, nah, fuck, I ain't coming back. And they brought back Sandra Bullock, chat. It was called Speed 2 Cruise Control. And the vehicle was a cruise liner, chat, like a ship. The thing is, I mean, I guess ships can move fast, but when you're like, in the movie itself, it looks like it's moving fucking slow. And it was very lame and boring. Like, the whole idea, I think a big reason why the Speed was so interesting, chat, because you're on a fucking, bus surrounded by people, traffic, all that. There's just a lot of obstacles in front of you. There's a lot of risk, a lot of threat. And this one's just a boat in the middle of a fucking ocean. Yeah, you have the ending scene when the boat crashes in, but it looks dumb. It was dumb then, it's dumb now. That just really is like, yeah, you completely missed the point. There's no really, like, threat there. It was really dumb. Some ones that are more personally connected, that I'm personally connected to, chat. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And, this was the movie where I realized Spielberg had lost a step. It sounds like, oh, he's not the same filmmaker he used to be. And, it's like when you compare it to the original 3 films, chat, like when you think of those original movies, Temple of Doom, yeah, it has its faults. There's no doubt about that. Especially when you have Kate Capshaw just screeching the whole goddamn time. Completely fucking useless. I agree with that. And, some of the more offensive racial things in that movie, too. But what those movies, I think for the most part, those 3 movies are very good. Aesthetically, they all felt very similar to each other. And when I look at something like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, it just feels like Spielberg became one of those directors that's like, yeah, I don't care if this movie matches the aesthetic of those original 3 movies I did. He's very much, Spielberg, I think, is very much like George Lucas or Ridley Scott, or James Cameron, to a degree, where he's like, well, since technology has changed, I don't need to adhere to those more realistic practical effects that I did in those movies. That's all they could do back in the day. It's that they had to use. When you look at something like Indiana Jones, like, yeah, the story sucks, and a lot of the characters sucks, and they're over the top. But the thing that really just stands out to me is just like a lot of the action scenes. And you look at all the stuff that, like, how CGI heavy that was. Like, they're in a CGI jungle with CGI monkey chat and CGI aliens, and it's just like has nothing aesthetically similar to those original 3 films. And I make the comparison too. Like, look at something like there's another one, Chad. Look at like Ridley Scott's Prometheus and Alien Covenant. When you compare those 2 movies to Alien, they have very little in common aesthetically. Like, why is everyone so fucking? Why is it so futuristic looking in Prometheus and Covenant, and yet in Alien things feel like it's a dingy, dark, dystopian future, Chad? It's a very dirty future. Everything feels well, like used. But when you'll go to Alien Covenant or Prometheus, everything's on fucking touchscreens. We got holograms everywhere. It's like, where the fuck did this come from? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And I think it applies to Indiana Jones, where just the aesthetic, like everything is CGI. It doesn't look real. Whereas in the original Indiana Jones films, that looks real. It looks practical. Like, I can touch that effect. I can touch that snake. And this is a CGI snake. And this is fucking CGI ants. Or it's CGI monkey swing with Shia LaBeouf through a CGI forest jungle. It's just like, wow, you completely miss one of the biggest charms of the Indiana Jones series. And so Cream of the Crystal Skull has always been like, I was excited when it was like, yes, fucking here we go. Hey, it's older Indy, but that's okay. He's on another fucking adventure in his Twilight years. This will be great. And it was one of the most disappointing fucking movies I'd ever seen. The theater was like, oh my God. It was just weird and awkward. I remember when I was in the theater, people were like kind of clapping a little bit at the end, but it was like, yeah, I was thoroughly disappointed. Thoroughly disappointed, Chad, in the Crystal Skull. And yeah, throw in the Star Wars prequels too. I mean, that's an obvious. I kept that off my list. The Star Wars prequels for the same exact reason. Aesthetically, they're not the same as the original trilogy. The characters, the rapport that the characters have with each other is not the same. The dialogue is so stilted, feels very stagey, very exposition heavy. Whereas in the original trilogy, it's like, Han, Luke, Leia, you've got to sense they had relationships. They were friends or love interests and things. There was chemistry between those people. Whereas in the prequels, that never came across. And then, of course, you had the all aesthetic changes, too. Why is it more advanced looking in the future? In the past than it is in the future? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But other ones, a film I'm not even a big fan of, Chet. So the Blair Witch Project. It was a cultural phenomenon when it came out. No doubt about it. It's still in the pop culture zeitgeist to this day. Popularized the found footage genre. And their idea for a sequel was to do just a straight theatrical, like the Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows, where it was not found footage. You just had it where it was like, these people just, I guess they knew of the Blair Witch. You had fucking, David, what's his name? The guy from Burn Notice, chat. And they're like, they're basically like Blair Witch groupies that obsess over the film. And it just turns into like this really bad kind of slasher mystery movie. It's awful. That's a big one, chat, for me. Even though I'm not a big fan of the Blair Witch, like they missed the point of that original film, why it was so successful. I don't know why. I don't know what the decision was for that movie. The Matrix sequels, Chad, like the original Matrix, like I'm telling you right now, people don't give a shit about the philosophical nature of the Matrix. Apparently the Wachowskis thought everyone did. Remember, everyone likes the Matrix because it's like, hey, we're like fucking fighting inside the internet. Okay? It's like, yeah, there's a fucking war of goddamn robots outside, but inside the internet, we have all these amazing abilities. We can have all these guns. I know kung fu. Like, it's cool, right? But then the sequels are like, let's just talk about the philosophical nature. And then I remember, I know this shit. It's when I realized that, oh my God, they don't know why people like this. Like, they just don't understand it. It's just completely misunderstanding your audience. And it's in The Matrix Reloaded. Not even Reloaded. Reloaded and Revelations are both awful films. Like, Reloaded has the whole cool, semi scene on the road, on the highway. That's great. But other than that, it's a shitty movie. But I remember the scene when you had the, what's his name? The guy who's the Mavagilion. What the hell is that guy's name, Chad? The guy has like a weird fucking fake French name or whatever. He serves no fucking purpose. He's just the philosopher guy, and he goes on and on and on and on about this fucking cherry pie and how the Merovingian. I don't even know the fuck how to say the word. It's stupid. The fact that I can't fucking say it says everything you need to know that this was not needed. The Merovingian. And he goes on and on about this, and I guess it's about like this girl having an orgasm or something because the internet goes inside her vagina. And I was like, I didn't need to see the internet go inside her vagina, Chad. And she gets up, she's like, oh, the internet. And it was like, what the fuck? What am I watching? I saw it in the theater. I was like, what is happening? It's so in the rave scene. Yeah, terrible, terrible, Chad. So definitely the Matrix sequels is totally. That's why I'm not excited for Matrix 4 at all. I'm like, I could care less about that movie, especially if the Wachowskis are involved. Especially the Wachowskis are involved. I do not want them making movies anymore. I've seen a lot of their films. I'm like, don't get it. They are one-hit fucking wonders. And then the other films off the top of my head, the Pirate sequel. So I recently rewatched Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl chat a couple of weeks ago. Did it for a spoiler review, a scene by scene by scene by scene breakdown. The first Pirates movie is great. It's just a wonderful swashbuckling, adventure, featuring all these rogues. Feels like it's almost inspired by something like Raiders of the Lost Ark or those, action adventure films from the 70s or 80s. Just has it with, the big bunch of special effects of the early 2000s. And the thing that I really dislike the sequels. I know some people really love Dead Man's Chest. I do not. I think what happened in those movies is that it was two things. One, they became so exposition heavy. And the other thing is that all the characters were never friends again, which is weird to me. So at the end of the movie, Elizabeth, William Turner, and Jack Sparrow, they're all pretty much friends and working together at the end of the movie. A whole thing where Will sacrifice everything to save Jack, I think is great. They went through this adversity with each other for so long, but they came out, better people, and they understand each other, and they were friends. And then throughout all the rest of the fucking movies, especially this, they all hate each other again. I was like, this fucking sucks. And that really, really lost me. And so it's the exposition-heavy nature and Dead Man, the whole Davy Jones thing, and, interesting design, but just a shitty character, especially compared to Barbossa. And the fact that no one likes each other, everyone's betrayed each other. That was a huge mistake. You still like to see? Yeah, see, there you go. M. Xavier's a big fan of the second one. I'm not. I don't like the second one. I especially don't like the third one. And the other ones is who cares? So those are a couple of the ones off the top of my head, chat. So there's Speed 2, Cruise Control, Indiana Jones, King of the Crystal Skull, prequels, obviously. Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows, Matrix sequels, Pirate sequels. What about the rest of you guys? A film that, hey, you loved, this initial movie is so good, and the sequels clearly lost the fucking plot and totally misunderstood what people enjoyed about that original movie. Yeah. Aliens 3 and 4. Yeah, it's true. I mean, Aliens 3, it's don't kill off, beloved characters before the opening credit, or within the credits themselves, the opening credits. Stupid. Cloudless is okay. I saw a bit of Cloudless. I don't get this. But to each their own. Trailer sounds like a pirate thing. I guess. Jaws, yeah. Well, Jaws is just more Jaws. It's just more shark attacking people. They just got progressively more cheaper looking. Look, Godfather 1 2, but the third movie got lost. And the thing is, Godfather 1 2 is a perfect duology. Because the end of Godfather Part 2, it's Michael losing everything. He loses his family for the sake of his mob family. He doesn't have his children, he doesn't have his wife anymore. And the perfect ending of that whole series is just him, sitting there alone, on his Nevada compound, just like that as an older man. And then they just did the third one. I was like, yeah, this one wasn't really needed. Halloween, sure. Let's give people more Michael Myers. He became less of wasn't scary anymore. Michael wasn't scary in a lot of those sequels. I think the only time Michael's been scary since then is since 2018's film. They're like, okay, we're gonna make him scary. We're gonna make him a fucking threat. Yeah. Oh, the Jurassic Park films? Yeah, it's just, well, you know what? You think, hey, the Jurassic Park film would make it interesting. Honestly, the thing is, when you get the Jurassic Park films, what would make it interesting is hey, let's bring the dinosaurs to the mainland. Or let's have a Tyrannosaurus Rex run through the city. It's yeah, it's not as good. It just isn't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, the action Dead Man's Chest, I think, is really that wheel fight. He's really that wheel fight. And I kind of like Matrix 2. Also, you didn't like Speed Racer? No, I didn't like Speed Racer. Cast fan, Breakable, deserved. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, Unbreakable. Yes, I agree. You could have. Yeah, that should have been a one and done. I did not need those other movies. I wasn't the biggest fan of Split. I think Split was okay. It was okay. But Unbreakable, not Unbreakable. Excuse me. Glass was awful. Riddick movies. Well, you know what? The third Riddick movie I think is quite good. It went back to basics, and I like that film a lot. I think it's the second best in the Riddick franchise, but Pitch Black's still the best one. But I like the third Riddick movie. But yeah, whatever the other one was, Dark Chronicles or something. I don't remember what it's called. That was weird. Some just got lost. They weren't really needed, Yeah. Oh, the X-Men movies, sure. Yeah, I think the X-Men movies, especially the Fox era, the thing that they got wrong, I think, through most of them, is that it's about the team. And they were like, nah, it's about Wolverine. And yeah, some of these other guys. Those are all Wolverine movies, technically, for the most part. And that was their mistake, because because you center so much of everything around this one character, all these other people don't get any attention. I mean, look at Cyclops as a perfect example. Like, he's supposed to be the leader of the X-Men, and he's barely in those movies, and he barely plays any relevant. He doesn't have any like really relevancy to anything that's going on in those movies. So that's what I would say. Captain, welcome to the stream. What's up, GC What are you talking about? I'm answering some of my patrons' Patreon questions right now. I was given a movie question. Question being, like, what sequel completely missed the point of why the original worked, in your opinion? I brought up a couple of ones. Speed 2, Cruise Control, Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows, Matrix sequels, and the Pirate of the Caribbean sequels. They lost the plot. They lost why those movies were so much fun to begin with, in my humble opinion, Chap. That's how I'm feeling. Yeah. Yeah, he dies. Yeah, Cyclops, they didn't give a shit about Cyclops. James Marsden was done dirty in those movies, Chap. No doubt about it. But yeah, those are my answers for that question right now. Predator's a great example. Yeah, Predator. You know, Predator's a weird franchise where it's like, I don't like, the first Predator is still the best one. Predator 2 is entertaining. You know, it has a lot of issues, but it's entertaining. Predators is great. I only have one major issue with that movie. That movie's really entertaining. The Predator's awful. It's weird. Thank you. Thank you, by the way, to Captain Morgan for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Appreciate that, Captain Morgan. Welcome back. Yes. Terminator franchise, yeah. Yeah, Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and after that, it's like, I don't even hate Terminator 3. And Terminator 4 has good ideas, but, yeah, you just have those two good movies. And that's about that. That's about it. No one didn't mention MZ, but that's a good one. That's another good one. Yeah, give Cyclops. Hashtag give Cyclops respect. Hopefully he'll get some respect in the MCU, chat. I'm hoping. The Predator is a great one example. Yeah, just the writing of it was awful, and the whole plot about autism will save the world. It's like, okay. Autism, it's that trope of autism as a superpower, which is what we constantly see now. It's weird. It's kind of exploitive in a way, chat. Honestly. Yeah. But some good answers. A Manstellation could have been better. The helicopter POV crash scene is epic. I still remember was fucking with that. Yeah, I hated. I did not like Dark Fate and Genesis. Genesis I think is the worst, but Dark Fate was not good. Arnold was good in it. I like Arnold in it. He's good in all the movies. It's just the material just doesn't service anyone else very well. Yeah, chat. Well, but that is my answer. Those are my answers to that question. Chat. We'll move on to Vanny's second question here, you guys. This is a TV question, chat. While there were some great Disney cartoon shows like Gabba Goo Gabba Gabba Gabba, I don't know what that is. Oh, the Gabba Goo Gabba Gargoyles. Oh, the Gabba Goo Gargoyles. Yeah. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, the Gabba Goo Gargoyles, chat. Gotcha. The Gabba Goo. That's what I used to say for goggles at the time. That's a nice little callback there. But Gargoyles, chat, and DuckTales, woohoo. They were also something I really didn't care for, like Tailspin. I actually don't mean... I watched Tailspin. I don't remember anything of it. Which of the Disney cartoons was your absolute favorite, and which could you do without? So, man, that's a good question. There's a lot of good Disney cartoons back in the day, Jeff. Well, back in the day, that ended a few years ago, and currently on right now. There are quite a bit. Talk about more of the, the Disney icons. House of Mouse, I thought was really cool. For some people who don't know what House of Mouse was, it's basically Mickey Mouse running a nightclub with Minnie and Goofy and Donald and his nephews, and he also had Goofy's son Max. He was a waiter, and it's for all the Disney characters across the TV shows and movies and stuff. So Aladdin and Jasmine would go on a date to the nightclub, or Hercules would show up, or Jafar would show up, chat. And they would all show these original little shorts and also these old shorts and stuff. And while in between, they would have this main plot of what the nightclub is going through that night. It was really cool. I really dug the hell out of that show. It was came out in the early, mid-2000s, I believe. I don't think House of Mouse is on Disney Plus right now, but House of Mouse always stuck out in my mind. This is a really fun show. Really dug the hell out of it, chat. I don't even know how many seasons. They did a TV movie of it too, where the villains I think it was a Halloween special. It was oh shit, where all the villains took over. Chat, this is our house now. This is our house now. I'm gonna see if that song's on. I'm gonna sing you a fucking song. I'm gonna sing you a goddamn ditty. I like your Huckleberry line. You must like to. I do, man. I love westerns. My all-time favorite TV series, HBO's Deadwood. Oh, that's great. Oh, Deadwood's fantastic, man. I love Deadwood. Did you see the movie too? The one that kind of wrapped up the season, 15 years later. That's what my follow alert is. It's me as Val Kilmer from Tombstone. Yeah, Tombstone is like one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite westerns of all time. It's like my top 3 favorite westerns. Let me see if the House of Mouse, House of Villains song is up there, Chad. I'll sing the song. House of Mouse. Chris Fish, welcome to stream. Well, they can bring that show back. It'd be interesting. What's the 3 seasons? I don't know. I don't know how many seasons there was. This song. That's a good question. House of Mouse villain song. But it's like where Jafar, Ursula, and I think like Hades take over. And they brought back like a lot of the original voice actors from all those movies to voice their characters again. I think it's really fucking cool. I was like, oh, that's neat. Came out 2002. Holy shit. I remember watching this, chat. Wow. Oh yeah, Cruella. It was Ursula, Cruella, Captain Hook. So the villains that took over, I mean, it was all of them, but the main ones were, I think it was, let's see. It was Cruella, Captain Hook, Jafar, Hades, and Ursula. They were the main ones, and I guess possibly the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. So let me go ahead and the House of Mouse villain song. I want to see if that song's up here, Chuck, because I would like to sing it with you. Oh, it looks like it is. It's our house now. It's our house now. Okay. See, this is more of like a talking type song. I'm going to try to do this, chat. I'm going to do the lyrics. This is the lyrics. This is the lyrics of the song, chat. Starts with Jafar, Prince Abu. It's midnight. I've got a trick for Mickey Mouse. Sorry, Minnie, but we don't want to be dull villains on Halloween. Okay, everyone. Huh? Okay, everyone. Huh? Now's the time to change your pace. Lights out. Huh? What the? Right you are, Mickey. It's Halloween, you know, and with just the right touch, this could be quite the place full of wholesome, happy faces, handing out killing time where everyone's a friend of mine inside this evil joint. Every guest gets to the point. The day will live in infamy. The House of Mouse is history. It's our house now. It's our house now. It's a fact you can't ignore. Shut the windows, lock the doors. It's our house now. Raise your mugs, you thieves and thugs. Join the rebel rousing crowd. It's our house now. All the coolest cats fit in so perfectly. Every evil queen gets due respect. Love your work. You forget your troubles. Put your trust in me. You've had your fun, you've made your play, but every rodent has his day. It's our house now, down and dirty. It's our house now. Me Hardy, what a place for breaking bread. Hate your neighbors, off of their heads. It's our house now. What a party! Join the fun with no regrets. Only greedy, dirty deeds are allowed. And get those puppies. Game over, Mickey. Hit the road, Minnie. Take a hike, chickies. It's our house now. Don't bother coming back. It's our house now. It's our house now. There you go. Nia Brownie. What is happening here? Hey, Christopher. Hey, Christopher. Hey, Choose Again. How you doing? Hard hands, Nia Brownie. I'm singing the House of Mouse. House of Villains song from the 2002 film Mickey's House of Mouse, House of Villains, the Halloween special that came out. He was always trying to go over the House of Mouse. Pete was always trying to do that. Hell, Scrooge tried to take over. What Scrooge? Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck. He tried to do that. Oh my God. Oh. There you go, chat. Fuck yeah, I did have Val Kilmer or something else. I love him in The Doors, even though that film is nothing more than a psychedelic version of Oliver Stone. I love the way he shot the film, but I hate how he depicted Jim and the rest of the band. He took some bastard-sized liberties in the film. Doors is my all-time favorite band. What kind of music are you? Oh, man. I'm very ignorant when it comes to music, but I really enjoy, I love listening to, like, movie scores. Like, that's my big thing. I like synthy, type stuff. Like, I'm very ignorant when it comes to music. But I always like listening to that. That's more my jam. It's more my jam. If it happens, Corey Cohen went to the light side and went full Karen. What happened? What happened, Christian? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. There you go, Chad. That was awesome. So, House of Mouse is one of my answers, by the way. House of Mouse. Let me get to some of the other answers right here. There's some other ones. Yeah, I'll continue reading some of these, chat. What else we got here? Oh, so there's these new Mickey Mouse shorts, chat, which are fucking hilarious. They're so goddamn funny. Have you seen like these new Mickey? So they like a couple of years ago they started coming out with these new Mickey Mouse shorts, which is done in like the old designs, like like Steamboat Willie, and they were very mostly they were just focused on the animation and like this music. But then as they continued on, they got really fucking weird, and I love it for that. Like there's some really disturbing. So, like I'm find this. There's this compilation video, chat. There's this one of my favorite scene that kills me every fucking time I see it. There's this wonderful, like, Mickey Mouse. Let me see if I can get up here. Mickey Mouse shorts. There's some really funny stuff. Let's see if I can find it, chat. Oh, here it is. I can't show too much of this because I will get in trouble. Of course. But let me go ahead and play some of these for you guys right now. I'm going to try to get in there. So, let's see what we can do. I'm going to add a new scene, scene 6 here. You won't see anything here, chat, but that's on purpose. That is on purpose, my friends. That is on purpose. Yeah. I'm going to play this thing, chat. It's going to be pretty funny. There it is. Donald, wait! Donald! Uh-huh. All right, here's my favorite of these shorts, chat. It's right here. So it's when fucking Mickey and Minnie are losing their goddamn minds. And it's the funniest thing ever.
If those coins don't stay in that well, our wishes won't come true. In fact, nobody's wishes will. We have to get them back. What happened?
What happened? Like Mickey's goddamn reaction. What happened? It kills me every time I see it. One more time. One more time. Oh my lord, I love it. I love it so much. Here we go.
Yeah. If those coins don't stay in that well, our wishes won't come true. In fact, nobody's wishes will. We have to get them back. What happened?
So that's what I'm talking about, Jet. Every time I see that, that just gets me. So these new Mickey Mouse shorts they've been producing for like the last several years have been great. Just the music, and they get fucking weird. They go into like real like fetishes and stuff. It's like it's odd. It's like how has Disney approved this? Like they give these people a lot of leeway. I think it's because most of these like premiere online first before they go on television, and that's where they get to do some of the shit like this. It's hilarious, but definitely in terms of Mickey Mouse content, House of Mouse and these new Mickey Mouse shorts are very funny. It's just me. So it look like Mickey and Minnie are twerking low. Oh, there's some twerking in the show. Nothing about it. They show like a lot of like bare Mickey Mouse butt. They show them thick cheeks the same way they approve dead bears. Exactly. They're big on that. Oh, but some other ones. I mean, there's a lot. More recent ones, I would say, Gravity Falls, which came out like about, I guess, 6 or 7 years ago at this point. Gravity Falls, chat. Very funny. The whole premise is you follow these two kids, brother and sister, and they go stay with their grunkle Stan, their great uncle Stan, chat. And he's basically this huckster, this con man who runs this thing called the Mystery Shack, trying to, get, it's a tourist trap, basically, chat. Convince them all these, like, weird supernatural things that go on in the Gravity Falls, Oregon. But there's actually some supernatural shit going on in Gravity Falls, Oregon. And, you follow these two characters, Dipper and Mabel Pines, as they explore these things along with their Grunkle Stan, all these other characters. Great fucking sense of humor. Really funny. It's only 2 seasons, though. It's only 2 seasons, so they wrap it up quick, but really goddamn great show. The DuckTales reboot, chat. I've always had the original DuckTales. That's great, but the DuckTales reboot it's a superior show in every capacity. I mean, they give a lot of character to Huey, Louie, and Dewey, which back in the day, they were the red one, the blue one, and the green one. That's what they were. But here they gave them each their own specific personality. They give Webby a personality. David Tennant is the voice of Scrooge McDuck, does an excellent job. They pay homage. They bring in other Disney characters, Disney shows such as Tailspin, Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. It's funny. It just ended now. It was kind of sad it was canceled, but they did like a 90-minute movie to kind of give it a nice ending. It's going to come back anyway. I know it will, in a few years. But love that show is fantastic. Like rewatching it now, it's like, God damn, the show is good. It's really funny. It's great for kids and adults. They have a lot of adult-themed humor in there. I'm trying to think what else. And one that you guys introduced me to over the last, year. I never watched Gargoyles, chat. It's crazy because this was like 90s animation. And I was upset. I was a 90s kid watching everything from Batman animated series to Animaniacs, chat. And the fact I didn't watch Gargoyles, I feel so bad because this is such a great show. It's mature, it's dark, it's very character focused. I haven't watched it in a while because I'm not reviewing it, but I got in like middle of season 2, like 40 plus episodes, and it's like this is a fantastic show. And it's like I would love to see them do like a sequel series or something with Gargoyles, but love that one. Love Gargoyles. Yeah, those are the big like Disney shows I can think of off the top of my head. So House of Mouse, Mickey Mouse, the new Mickey Mouse shorts are great. Gravity Falls, Gargoyles, and the new DuckTales. Like there's some of these I'm watching right now. But yeah, those are definitely, I would say those are my favorite Disney animated shows. In terms of my like worst, honestly, I was thinking some worst Disney animated shows. I was like really hard thinking, a lot of like bad live action Disney content out there. Like on a Disney Channel, I never watched. Like, if you weren't Boy Meets World, weren't Boy Meets World, chat, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you if you're not Boy Meets World, okay? Corey, Sean, Topanga, Eric, Feeny, By the way, I almost had a heart attack today because they said the actor who played George Feeney, chat, actor who played George Feeney. I was like, oh no. Turned 94 today. He's 94 years old, chat. He's what everyone wanted as a teacher, George Feeney. I should just have a Boy Meets World show, chat. We just talk about Boy Meets World all day. I gotta do that so much. But I saw him. He turned 94 today. I was like, oh my god. I almost had a heart attack because I thought he died. No one hurt George Feeney, chat. He's a goddamn good man. Goddamn good. He's still friends with all the other actors in the show. They constantly like meet up and stuff. Like him and Will Friedle, who played Eric Matthews in the series. He's always hanging out with George Feeney to this day. It's like that's amazing. He also voiced Kit. Let's give some respect to George Feeney, champ. Well, welcome to stream. How's it going? What won the polls? And are you and Corey going to talk about the new Gods and Trench movies? I guess we will. I guess that just broke, right? I just broke. Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a bit. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I want to give George Feeney some support here, Chad. I keep forgetting the actor's name. All right? George Feeney. Yes. Also played Kit in Knight Rider. George Feeney. William Daniels, chat. William Daniels. He is 94 years old. Damn. Born 1927. Goddamn right. George Feeney, chat. Icons, fictional icons I look up to, chat. George fucking Feeney. That's what I look up to, chat. Plays it. No! I swear to God, it's not my fault he passes away. That's a good number. He's had a full life, chat. He's had a full fucking life. Oh, my God. Goddamn good man. Goddamn good man, chat. That's a good name. You won. You won life. You won life at that age. If you checked out the new Suicide Squad show, I have. That was fine. I like the other one. I like the previous one. This is more like a PG-13 rated one. It was more serious. I like the funnier one. I like that better. They made this all like dark and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love George Feeney. I love George Feeney, chat. But I'm trying to think of like bad Disney shows. There's like a lot of like, live action ones. I was like, I don't care about this. I know these stuff I just never watched, never was interested in. But I think of like the only bad animated show I was like, oh, I don't like this at all. Even though I like the idea of it, it was Quack Pack. So Quack Pack, chat, was supposed to be the sequel series to DuckTales. Scrooge McDuck is dead. Donald is taking care of his nephews, and his nephews have started. This is the typical 90s, chat, where the nephews have their own rock and roll punk band. So Huey, Louie, and Dewey are rockers now, and Donald Duck, who's their uncle, is their manager, chat. And they went on like advance. I think it lasted a season. I was like, I don't like this. It's super, super fucking dated. It's like this is 90s grunge punk kids going on adventures, and I was like, I don't like it. So definitely, I say Quack Pack. Of all the ones that are out there right now, or I have seen that are bad, Disney animated TV shows, I guess I'd say Quack Pack. That would be my answer, Chet. That would be my answer. Oh, but yeah. So best ones: House of Mouse, Mickey Mouse Shorts, Gravity Falls, Gargoyles, and the new DuckTales 2017. You know, and on. Worst Quack Pack. Let's see here, chat. Now we'll go to Vanny's video game question. Kingdom Hearts just came out on PC with improved load times and all the goodness that comes with PC ports. Which series would you like to see move to PC next? Oh, you know what? I might be on PC for all I know. So I'm very PC illiterate, chat. I am getting more into PC games now, more than ever, especially those that I stream. But if it's not on there already, I would love to play some old school Final Fantasies on PC. Not only because they can, like, you know, create, you know, I mean, those 8-bit, you know, those 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit characters, but they can, you know, expand the story if they want, do custom modded content. I don't know if the code's out there to do it, but I think you like to play. I would love to play Final Fantasy VI, but now you have a whole new fucking quest line. There's no goddamn, you know, like, there's no really voice acting in those games. So it's like, do it that way. I think that would be awesome. So I want to play some of those original Final Fantasy games with, like, modded quest content, expanding the story or going off in these really cool side quests. I think that would be really, really cool. Hanan, Harry Ballsack himself. Yo, gotta go to sleep. I have a great stream, Chris. Harry, Hanan, always a pleasure seeing you in the chat, my friend. I know time zone stuff's kind of wonky, but always a pleasure to have you here, man. Have a great evening. Sleep well. Sleep very well. Yeah, I would definitely like to play some of the original old school Final Fantasy games, chat, on PC. They might already be up there. Again, I don't know. But if not, put them on there and give me some modded content, please. Narsho, welcome to the stream. Hey, Chris, awesome. Much for you. Thank you. Yeah, it was very fun. Did Godzilla vs. Kong yesterday, chat. That was a blast. That was a blast. Timon Poopa was awful. Oh, you know, I think I watched that. It was very weird because it was more like a Looney Tunes cartoon where they were, like, wearing clothes and shit. It's like, this isn't like the Lion King at all. I watched The Lion Guard. I watched oh, chat. You know, I like The Lion Guard a lot, and it's that's the in between to like the Lion King, and Lion King 1.5 and Lion King 2, which is, you know, the Romeo and Juliet storyline, and where you follow Simba's son Kion, chat, and he is the leader of the Lion Guard that protects the Pride Land. Shit, this one fucking Scar comes back as a lava monster. It's like, what the hell's happening? Just a lava monster, and he tries to kill people. It's messed up, chat. But there's a song. So Scar also has a boyfriend in the show. Scar had a boyfriend, chat, who betrayed him. And that's why he has the scar in his face. Because he sent a snake after him to kill him. But it drove Scar. That's why Scar's all fucked up and crazy, chat. Because it was snake venom. He never got treated. And then he killed his boyfriend, chat, with the lion roar. With the Lion Guard roar. Lion Guard is awesome. I'm going to sing that Scar song, chat. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. You're going to get a lot of fucking musical performances from me. Free musical performance, by the way. Scar song. Here we go, chat. I'm going to sing it for you, baby. Yeah, when I led the guard. I'll do this one, chat. Here we go. I told you, this would be that's why I love doing these Class in the Glass casts for you, chat. Okay. All right, here, check out. When I was the Lion Guard's fiercest, I took most patrols on my own. So when I met this strange lion, his boyfriend, I had no fear of being alone. He said he had wisdom and power, and the most powerful should be king. With help from me and my roar, he and I could rule everything. I found his idea intriguing. The most powerful lion was me, but the strange lion was scheming and had a friend I didn't see. That's how I got my scar when I led the guard. The lion would cure the snake's venom as long as I did what he said, but I lost control in rage. I roared and killed them instead. I expected to be praised near and far for stopping that traitorous thing, but Mufasa just nicknamed me Scar, and I knew he shouldn't be king. That's when I became Scar, when I led the guard. My first plot for vengeance was spoiled when I lost the roar. My second plan later succeeded. Mufasa was king no more. If not for that miserable Simba, I'd have ruled Pride Rock to this day. But now it is time for Simba and Kion to pay. That's why I am still Scar. From when I led the God. Oh, that's why I'm still Scar. When I led the God. Boom! Nailed it. Oh, I exited out by accident. Shit. No. No, exit out. I gotta get my stuff back. Hold on. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Let me get it back, Jen. My apologies, my apologies. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the karaoke. Yes, it is. Needs more Nazi, I know. Be prepared. Be good and stay safe, Juice. I gotta dip out. As Daddy was calling, keep it up, and I'll see you later on the other shows. Yeah, that's right, man. Yep, please do, please do. Please do. Oh, my Lord. So I hope you liked that one, chat. That was fun. Nice twerk in the cast. I love it. I love it. But yeah, to answer your question, video game question, Final Fantasy for PC. This is a content creator question from Vanny. At what point did you realize, yeah, I could do this full time? Was it a slow build up? Did you have a certain quota? Or just fuck it, let's do this. This combination of things. Number one, I says I want to be able to earn enough where I could support myself for a living. So pay my rent, pay my utilities, pay my insurances, chat, that kind of thing, groceries. Like that was some of the necessary things I needed. You know, I was able to afford this through my, through my Twitch channel and through my Patreon chat. Thankfully, that's doing it right now. So what I earned through Double Toast as well. Like those have been the big things that have really helped. But also the other part of it was like I just wasn't happy in my day job. I was like, you know what, fuck, I have enough money saved up where it's like if I have to fall back on the savings, and I will. Thankfully, I've not had to do that, chat, at all. I just been living off of what I've been earning so far from your guys' generous donations. So thank you so much for being, a subscriber on my Twitch channel or Patreon. It really has significantly helped, chat. It makes me, I'm able to do this because of you guys. So that was the big reasons. I wanted to have enough where I wanted to at least know I had enough where I could pay off most things. But also just because it was for my own mental and physical health. But right now, I've been able to afford everything, which has been absolutely amazing. Missing Target, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. I'm just currently answering my patrons' Patreon questions right now. For those who are subscribed, thank you. Welcome, welcome. We're doing very well. So that's what it was. It was for the point where I know I could afford a lot of the stuff that I need to live, and also just so I wouldn't go crazy. So I wouldn't go crazy. Combination of things, including Nybron. Nybron was a big one contribution, chat. Big contributor to why I decided to go full time. It's true, absolutely true. But yeah, no, that's hope that works. No, have a great evening, Captain Morgan. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you. Chat, please do check out Missing Target and his content. He's a great streamer, chat, quality streamer. Has a wonderful community. Stay safe and see you later. Yes, but that I believe. And now we have a music question, chat. We have one last question from Vanis Fias. Here's a question. There were quite a few bands that lent either their music, their likeness, or both to a game. Aerosmith and Revolution X, Ozzy and Brutal Legend, the Beatles and Guitar Hero. The Beatles. What's your favorite, if any, and why? Well, the only ones I could say is the ones I've played. Okay? So it was Brutal Legend. It was Ozzy Osbourne. That was fun. He did a fun goddamn job in that game. He's completely embracing who he is. He's like this fucking demon. I guess he's not. I mean, he looks like he lives in hell or something like that. He's about, in his introduction is like, it's about fucking time. But that was funny as hell. So yeah, I like that he played like a fictional version of himself. He's like, not only is he a rocker chap, but he's like a demon lord. So yeah, I would say definitely Ozzy Osbourne from Brutal Legend. I think that's a really underappreciated game. That was a lot of fun. In terms of like maybe musicians who went to acting, I always say, chat, I've always said it before, David Bowie as the Goblin King in Labyrinth, chat. As we all know, that is his best role and also best music, chat, as the Goblin King. I don't know what else he did in his career, but I think that is decisively his best work across the spectrum of content he's created throughout his entire career, Chad. His Goblin King with the big, huge peen and codpiece. We're in agreement. Excellent. Then with Sharon. I just wanted to get away from her. Yeah. To answer your question, Ozzy Osbourne from Brutal Legend. No question. I thought he was a lot of fun in that. That was a good time. So, Vanny, that's the last of Vanna's viewers' questions. Vanny, I hope you like those answers. Thank you for submitting those questions. Hope I gave you some robust, very thorough, thick, girthy, well-endowed, curvaceous answers, as I like to do. Well, what about David Bowie and David Cage's? I never saw that. I never saw that. I don't know. I don't know. Now we can move on to Austin's questions, though. LL Cool J's a shark. Hat like a shark's fin. That is also true. That he's the second. So it goes David Bowie, the Goblin King, and then LL Cool J, Deep Blue Sea. Hat like a shark's fin, Chad. He actually turns into a shark in the movie. It's true. Watch the movie. Now we're going to move on to Austin's questions. Again, Vanny, thank you for being a subscriber on my Patreon. Appreciate your generosity. This is Austin's questions, Chad. Question 1. What are video games that you can never beat, or were you always stuck on one part where you were younger? Younger. I'll tell you right now. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, chat. The goddamn monkey. That goddamn albino great ape, chat. The white ape. I could not beat him. I could not do it, chat. Like, if those of you who were here in the early days, I played Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. It was my first Soulsborne game that I played on stream. And this is even during that streaming series, chat. Like, I spent 4 hours fighting one boss. One fucking boss. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking beat him. It was too goddamn hard. I did beat him. It was this lightning guy on this giant tower with these lightnings attacks and shit. He was so difficult, but I beat him. But it took like 4.5 hours. One stream of just playing that. But then when I got to the Great White Ape, I couldn't do it. You know why, Chat? Because he monkey. And the thing is that you can beat him, but he has two faces. So you beat him the first time, kill him, but then he resurrects himself, Chat, because he has a giant fucking hentai worm living inside of him, and it controls his body and picks up his own head, and he starts farting and shitting on me, and he kills me with poison. It is the worst thing ever. That ape, Chat, it was two. Ice-T and Leprechaun in the Hood is third. So, Chad, it's David Bowie, Goblin King, Labyrinth, LL Cool J, Deep Blue Sea, hat into a shark's fin, and then Ice-T, Leprechaun in the Hood. Those are rankings. But no, that great ape in Sekiro, I've never beaten the game. I want to go back to it someday, but I just know I have to fight that thing again. And it's like, that's going to be a huge pain in the tuchus, chat. It was too goddamn difficult. Way too difficult. Now he's like, hot. Now he likes that chick, yes. Hentai controlling a giant white ape sounds hot. I love it. Too traumatized? I just hit my head against the wall. I know there's a way to beat him, but I just wasn't in the right headspace for that at the time. So definitely that one. There's some other ones. Ninja Gaiden, not the NES games, but the Xbox ones. Ones that came out to those consoles. The third-person ones. Hey, those games, so difficult. You could never play. I remember buying one of them. Ninja Gaiden Black or whatever the hell it was. I forget. It was one of those. Maybe it was Ninja Gaiden 2 or something. And I hated that gameplay. That's what got me really against the whole hack and slash gameplay was Ninja Gaiden. Really, really disliked the game just from a gameplay style, but also the bosses were just so thoroughly difficult. I could not do it. And then a game that I love, I was like, yep, could never beat this on the highest difficulty level, Nightmare Mode, which is Doom, chat. Like Doom 2016, I think that probably applies to Doom Eternal as well. I was like, I'm going to beat this on Nightmare. It's like, nope, no, you're not. So fucking difficult, chat. Wait, just like, no. Couldn't do it. So those are my top 3, chat. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Ninja Gaiden, and Doom Nightmare Mode. Way too difficult. Nightmare not smiles. Video games, am I right? Yes. I'm still here, but I now need to hunt for food. Do it, man. I was eating some food myself a little earlier. That's big. Oh, yeah, Sonic. I should probably say Sonic, chat. Sonic Unleashed was a big one for me. Couldn't have hated that. I'm getting through Sonic 2006, chat. I got to go back to that game. I got to complete that on stream someday. But Sonic Unleashed was a fucking nightmare. When I initially played Sonic 2006, well, it was a goddamn nightmare until I had to play through it. Have you played Outrider's game, the full game? I have not yet, Bilbo, but I'll be playing it this Friday, though. I'm very excited about it. A game I am looking forward to. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is very punishing for me. Yeah, I just couldn't do it, chat. It was too much for me. Too much for me. So those are definitely my top 3, chat, of games I was like. Even I like Doom. I like Doom a lot. I love Doom 2016. It's such a great game. A Nightmare? No. But Sekiro, Ninja Gaiden, and Doom Nightmare Mode. Good. Maybe it was Ninja Gaiden 2 that I played. Perhaps that was yeah. I think it was that one. This is Austin's second question, chat. What comic book stories would you like to see get animated movies similar to Batman of the Red? That's a very good question, Austin. There's a lot. One, I would like to see a proper animated adaptation of Court of Owls. So they did this. It was a movie called Batman versus Robin, which I did not like. That's when they're fucking forcing Damian Wayne down our goddamn throats. I'm like, I don't like that character. And it became just about him, which I thought was a huge mistake. And so I would like to see an actual adaptation. Either live action would be great. I think the Court of Owls should be like the big bad throughout the Batman trilogy, chat. Always in the background, always scheming, always meddling, chat. Hoping that's what Matt Reeves' Batman movie is going to be about. But if not, then I would definitely like to see an anime adaptation of the Court of Owls. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Not Place Kiss from a Rose. And so not the Damian Wayne thing. I'm sick of him. I don't like him. I never understood the character. Like, I get why he is the way he is. He was raised by Ra's al Ghul. Of course he's going to be a little sociopathic brat. Spoiled little sociopathic brat. But I'm just like, I can't deal with this. And the fact that Bruce, for whatever reason, is always like, not like, I'm gonna fuck. He would beat the shit out of that kid. I'm sorry, he would do that. Bruce is like, he always lets him get away with stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't like this. And maybe it just shows how bad a father Batman really is. It was always weird to me. So yeah, proper Court of Owls adaptation, big on my list. Another story called Superman: Last Son of Krypton, chat. It was co-written by Richard Donner, chat. Like, it was like, I guess the book at this point is like nearly 20 years old. But the whole premise was it focused on the spaceship crashing to Earth, and this is when Superman was doing his thing. Kal-El, Lois, they're married and things, and they discover that it has a Kryptonian child on board. And they're like, what the hell? And they're like, they don't understand why, but, you know, Clark and Lois and Clark, they decide to adopt this kid and raise him as their own. And they named him Christopher, Chad, after Christopher Reeve, which I thought was really nice. Richard Donner was co-writing, wanted to, you know, pay homage to him, of course. And it's this beautiful story about, you know, this is back in the day when Superman and Lois weren't compatible, where they couldn't have children because they weren't the same species, technically. And so they were always wanting to have kids, and then Christopher fell into their lap, and there's a beautiful story, but it gets very dark. And there's a lot of different Superman villains involved, and how they all involve Christopher, and people try and take advantage of him. One particular, I don't want to get into too much spoilers, chat, but it just starts basically a Kryptonian war, is all I'll say. And it was really fascinating to me, and it was very much in line with like the Richard Donner movies. Superman 1, Superman 2 in particular. It's a beautiful story about parenting. And I really, really like that movie a lot. So I would love to see an adaptation of that Superman story. Because I like, especially when you see something like Superman and Lois recently, Chad, where it's them about being parents. That's the most fascinating aspect of that series, is them trying to be good parents. I love that. So to see an animated version of that, wonderful. Yeah, I would love to see Last Son of Krypton adapted for me. So Court of Owls, Last Son of Krypton. More of the DC stuff, chat. Wonder Woman Blood. So this was part of Brian Azzarello's run, chat. And it continues on after this. But the whole premise is, I've talked about this before on stream, chat. Like, one of the things that always bothered me about the Wonder Woman movie, I like the first movie a lot. But the biggest mistake they made was killing all the Greek gods. That was a colossal mistake. I was like, why did you do that? And what I love about this particular book is that it basically sets Wonder Woman up as this in-between with the modern world, you know, like DC proper, and also the Greek mythology, chat, like the gods. They're still around, but how do they operate now in modern day? And they go into all that shit, chat, with Ares and Poseidon and Zeus and Hades, and it's fascinating. And I was like, that's what you do. So she's like this ambassador between worlds, trying to keep all the fucking Greek gods from just causing total devastation, all these demigods, total devastation across the fucking world. It's really, really cool. And the main premise is that Zeus is still doing his thing, chat, where he's just constantly fucking everybody. And he goes after this one woman, chat. This one woman who was like a waitress at a dive bar. They have a one-night stand. She gets pregnant. She doesn't realize she's pregnant with a fucking demigod. And then Wonder Woman has to take care of her. And he's like, I gotta protect this kid, and I gotta make sure this kid is raised right so he doesn't turn into like a dick like his father. It's a wonderful story. So if they would ever want to do something like that, perfect. Yeah, Wonder Woman Blood would be really, really interesting to see. That would be big. That would be big with me. Moving on to like Marvel stuff, I would love. I mean, since we're never gonna get that Kraven's Last Hunt adaptation, I would love to see an animated version of Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt, yeah, where Kraven Hunter's like, fuck it. This is gonna be like, I'm gonna go after Spider-Man. I'm suicidal. I want to prove to him that I'm an even better Spider-Man than he is, and I'm gonna stop all these villains for him. which inevitably is like after he buries Spider-Man in a grave for 2 weeks, and Spider-Man forces himself out of there and goes to confront Kraven, but Kraven's been pretending to be Spider-Man for like all this period of time. He's like, I got nothing to prove to you, man. I'm better than you. And then they're at the end of the book, chat. Kraven, this is the two endings in the book. Karen puts a fucking shotgun in his mouth and blows his brains out. And Spider-Man, who's married to Mary Jane at this point, doesn't know where the hell her husband is. He just comes home. It's torrential downpours. He goes to this window, this all emaciated and fucked up, and they just collapse in each other's arms and cry. Like, that's what I want to see. So do that. Other animated adaptation, chat, the Hobgoblin Saga. So I'm a big Spider-Man, 80s Spider-Man fan. And one of the characters introduced in the 80s was the Hobgoblin, chat. After the Green Goblin had died, Norman Osborn had died. Harry, I don't think at this point either he was or he was not the Green Goblin. He was, I don't know. Introduced a new character, the Hobgoblin, chat, and the whole big mystery around him, know who the fuck he was. And he tried to basically set up shop in New York, be this, crime overlord, chat, just fucking people up all the time. Like, who is this guy? And he was during the 80s, he was Spider-Man's biggest foe. And sadly, it ended in disappointment when you find out who he really was. But if they want to change it up and do it proper, that would be amazing to me to do an actual Hobgoblin, animated adaptation where Spider has to go up against this guy, doesn't know who the hell he is, but he's someone he is personally, Spider-Man's, close group of friends. That would be cool for me. So, Batman Court of Owls, Superman Last Son of Krypton, Wonder Woman Blood, Kraven's Last Hunt, and the Hobgoblin. So, what about the rest of you guys? Anyone in particular? Is there a comic or cartoon out there? Superman and Lois do have a biological kid, but it's deformed and freakish looking because they're two different species. What? No, I did not know that. I didn't know. I'm not aware. That sounds awful. They do have a kid now named Jonathan in the comics, or they did. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is with that. Yeah. I feel like there are too many Kraven events. There have been 3 in the past. See, I don't even know. I haven't read any of those. I just don't even know about any of those. Green Lantern Blackest Night. See, I like that, but that's a lot of setup though. Because I was even thinking about putting the Sinestro Corps on the list. But I was like, there is so much history between Hal and Sinestro that is just, if you just did it automatically, there wouldn't be a lot to explore. I don't know. Secret Empire adaptation. I'm with you, Austin Nick. I would love that. You have a Green Lantern animated filmography, but there's just so much you have to set up before we get to that big event. Luke Boss, I would say the Long Halloween, but they announced that, and I saw the voice cast for that. They have what is it? I mean, Troy Baker's gonna be doing the Joker. Makes sense. Jensen Ackles, who famously voiced the Red Hood, Jason Todd, he's gonna be voicing Batman. That looks really fun. I like what I'm seeing, so we'll see. I can see a couple Marvel comics get turned animated movies like Secret Empire, Secret Invasion, and Giant Size X-Men. Yeah, they really don't do too many animated Marvel movie adaptations. You like the Empire of Wakanda would be a great adaptation. Oh, see, I didn't even know about that. See, you're saying, I've been all the Game of Comics for so long, Jay. You're saying Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda? Whoa. I didn't know that was a fucking thing. That's really cool. That's really, really cool, chat. Nice. I love it. I love it, chat. Interesting. Jensen's voicing Batman should be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like how Troy Baker's Joker. I think he's a great Arkham. He is. No, he is. He also did the voice of Joker in Batman Assault on Arkham. That really good Suicide Squad movie that should have been the live-action Suicide Squad plot. That's about Crypto the Superdog? Yes, Crypto the Superdog, Nia Brownie. By the way, Crypto the Superdog dies. He dies in the Superman animated series, chat. In the 3 episode pilot, he blows up. He gets blown up with Jor-El and Kar-El, what the hell the name was. Boom! No more puppy. And he was a puppy then too. He was a puppy. It's like, oh my fucking God. Mommy! I'm sorry. It's the truth. I just watched it. We watched it a couple weeks ago. He got kaboomed. It was dark. I didn't like it, chat. It made me sad. But those would be my chat again. Yeah, Batman Court of Owls, Superman Last Son of Krypton, Wonder Woman Blood, Kraven's Last Hunt, and Spider-Man the Hobgoblin Saga. I think those would be really, really cool. And this is question 3. This is Austin Nick's last question. You have taken over the world. What are the rules everyone must obey? You must drink Josh wine. You must eat broccoli with every meal. And before bed, you read a chapter of erotic Sonic fan fiction. That's it. That's it, yeah. Those are my tenets. You must follow my laws. Josh wine. Eat broccoli. That comes from the body of Josh. And read a chapter of erotic Sonic fan fiction before bed. Them's the rules, chat. Them's the rules. No, it has to be a erotic Sonic fan fiction. No, Don't change my rules now, Austinic. Don't do that. You will be exiled to the Badlands, or you will be punished. You have two punishments. You will either be punished physically and emotionally, or you will be exiled to the Badlands, where you will get no Josh wine, no broccoli abomination in your tum-tum, and no erotic Sonic fan fiction before bedtime. He also makes me cry, collect my tears. That's how you make the Josh wine. From all the tears we collect after you read the erotic Sonic fan fiction. It's like, yes, this is good. This will be good for Josh wine. I will find you. We refuse. You're exiled to the Badlands, or you must be punished. I will take the Badlands. No! Oh, Lord. Batman RIP would be super weird. I mean, it would be cool. I'd be like, go for it. Grant Morrison weirdness? Why not? What do you think Star Wars should head? Should they go to the future stories or past lore? They should do both. They should do both, Bilbo. They should, like, well, they should cherry pick from the expanded universe still. They should still do Thrawn and all that good stuff. I love Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Chat, yes. It was so artistically done. That's what they should do, and they should also create new things at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know? Keep it. I can't wait for the fucking Bad Batch, chat. We're going to react to that trailer tonight on Double Toasted. Super, super fucking cool. Actually, we might do it tonight. Now, Brownie, I'm now imagining a human tear farm like the blood bank in Daybreak. Exactly, that's how it would be. Except it'd be like broccoli and Josh wine tears. I could get the rest of my life without seeing another Jedi and be completely happy. There you go. No more Jedi, chat. Boom. Oh. Those are my tenets, chat. You must drink Josh wine. You must eat broccoli with every meal. And read a chapter of rock solid fan fiction before bed. Dems the rules or exiled to the Badlands, or you will be punished. And now, chat, now, we have gotten to the final questions of the evening. These are Color Me Hazel's questions, chat. She likes to be last, and therefore I'm going to make her last. This is her first question. By the way, Osnick, thank you for being a subscriber to my Patreon. Appreciate that, and for your generosity. Excellent questions. Very fun. I hope you like the answers. And if not, forget about it. Or else. Trying a ship to the Badlands. Anyone else want to join me? Ooh! This is Call Me Hazel's first. Actually, I need alcohol for these. I need alcohols, chat. Stick around. Entertain yourselves amongst yourselves, chat. I'll be right back. Park your tuckuses in your chairs. I'm coming back, baby. Alrighty. Maybe Sonic Roth has. You can't take shit. No! Do it. It's fine. So this is Carmi Hazel's first question, chat. She's got some very thick, well-endowed, curvaceous, girthy, robust questions, chat. Pretty big. This is our first question. First question. What is your idea of a good date activity? I have a friend, let's call him Keith Urban, that had told me that his date with his girl. Keith Urban said he told this girl they were going to the beach, and I initially thought, oh, how fun, romantic. But get this. They got to the beach, and he told that girl they were going there to pick up trash on the beach. Well, now you're a trash girl. Now you're trash boy and trash girl. For the date, I told Keith Urban that picking up trash for a date was a bad idea, and if I were there, the girl, I'd be kind of upset and never talk to him again. Keith Urban told me that I was wrong and that picking up trash was a good idea. What do you think? Is picking up trash a good date activity or not? I can't believe I even have to get another person's opinion on this. So, first of all, what do I always tell you, chat? My most important fucking Uthradar, welcome to stream. We're talking about dating. And if it's a good date idea, first date, to go pick up trash. Answer your question. First of all, well, I will tell you, chat, honesty is the best policy, okay? You gotta be upfront with what you want to do with the person when you're going on dates, okay? First of all, if I'm going on a date, maybe it's a first date. I mean, I typically, I want to keep things simple because I want to get to know the person. So if I want to go on a first date, hey, let's get dinner. Let's get dinner. Let's sit down, talk, have some drinks, have a nice meal. That's what I think should be. I don't say dinner and movie. Don't forget the movie because you're just sitting there alone in the theater with a stranger. You just want to go to dinner, talk with them, get to know them, know their interests, their disinterests, their dislikes, their likes, chat. So you can come up with other date ideas in the future. If you hit it off, then boom, we have ideas that we can do in the future. You can hang out with them more. That's what you got to do. That's very important. So honesty is the best policy. Dinner date, very good. That's natural start. I mean, some people might disagree, but that's what I'm kind of feeling right now. And then over the simply, you would like to ask them, like, what would you like to do too? Maybe they want to go to dinner. Maybe they want to do something else. Maybe they want to go for a walk or want to meet in a park or something. I mean, it could be a lot of things. Social place, all these kind of things. Like, what do they want to do? Like, that's a good step. That's when they know. It's like, hey, you care about what their opinions and what they might feel will make them comfortable. That's a sign of a good person, or someone who will, like, it's like, hey, I just want to make it all about me. So the thing about this question, I'll tell you right now, Carmen Hazel, this Keith Urban guy, I don't like him. I don't like him because he's making it about himself, and he's forcing this person to do whatever they want to do, right? In your case, you, Carmen Hazel, right? Or this other person who may or may not be Carmen Hazel. That's the big thing I have an issue with. That's a selfish person. Now, I'll tell you right now, is that a good date activity or not? Could be. You think, Chris, you were just saying that's not a good date activity. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me, chat. The thing is, once you've gotten to know this person over time, you've gone on dinner dates, you've bonded, you've hung out, but then you realize, hey, we're into, environmental cleanliness. Let's go to the beach and participate and, clean up the beach. That's a good date because you're both on the same fucking page at that point. You both made a decision equally to do this together. This guy is forcing you to do this. So when someone is forcing you to do that, not a good date material. But when you both agree to do something like this, good date material because you're both on the same wavelength. You're both participating in the policy of honesty is the best policy, okay? But in this case, in this scenario, no, not good first date because what he did, he's being manipulative. And he's structuring everything around him and what he wants to do. So that's bullshit. Keith Urban did a bad job. You gotta be honest, chat. Dinner date's a good first thing to do. And then once you get to know the person during the dinner date, you can figure out other things to do. 3-step fucking process. 3-step process, chat. That's what I would do. Boom. Boom. That's how I would do. It's a bad first date. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of agreements, chat. So there you go. Non-dog pooping date. Yep. Yeah, to be fair to Keith Urban, he didn't take her for ice cream after. He did take her to ice cream. That's not bad. Ice cream is pretty good. The second question is more relationship talk. Can you skip it? No, because these are... I like that. That was a good question. I like that because I thought about this. I'm just going to throw out answers like yes or no. No, I want to think about this, and it's multi-layered. It's multi-layered because sometimes this could be a good date depending on the two people and how honest they've been with each other and if they want to do something like that together. Maybe they want to do that. Maybe they want to help the environment. Maybe they can also bond, have a good time, But if it's a first date and this person is not telling what the other person what they're doing, that's shitty. See, it's multifaceted, chat. What I always say, I give thick, girthy, well-endowed, curvy, plump. I'm going to do plump now, chat. Plump, robust answers. Myself and I had a good laugh. We heard about it. Call me Brownie. Did I say Naya Brownie during that? I might have said that. But that was a very good question, Color Me Hazel. I loved it. Here he goes. This is Color Me Hazel's, possibly Naya Brownie's second question. You didn't. I was just there. Got it. If your dream had come true, which is to star in an animated movie with your dream cast, but B-U-T-T, chap, big, thick, booty butt cheeks. It was directed and produced by Zack Snyder, and everything he had done was terrible, in your opinion, would you shut your trap and take the money or speak up and take the risk of being replaced by someone else? So, so in this scenario, like, he made a bad animated film. That's just the way it is. Now, he has made a very good animated movie, chat. He's only made one animated film, and it was quite good. I was a gahul. I'm the biggest fan of that film. I think I'm the one that's always saying that movie's praises. I think, of all everyone forgets about that. I like that movie. Everyone says I hate Zack Snyder. And it's like, I don't hate him. I just don't like his DCU adaptations. Really big fan of Dawn of the Dead. I'm not a big fan of the third act, but the rest of the movie's really good. Really good. It's like a high matinee movie. I was go, I'm going to get that like a low full price. Like full price here. That's an entertaining film, chat. I like Justice League. I like his Justice League film. He's not perfect, but I liked it. But yeah, let's say, okay, this is a bad one. It's a bad one. No, the answer is, like, my dream. This is my first voice acting gig. Keep that mouth shut. Because, chat, look what's happened when people start fucking talking. Hey, Oh, look at someone like Ray Fisher or whatever he went through. All these other actors, they go bop, 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 and they destroy potential opportunities to get work in the future. There are so many voice actors out there, Chem, who have done just work for hire. Like, this is the goddamn job. I go in there, in and out. I get paid. But, hey, it's another credit on my list of things, on my fucking resume to get potentially better work out there. I will say, like, hey, the movie's not good. Fair enough. I mean, whatever. I got to participate in a big budget, animated movie where I get to hear my voice all the time. I would be very happy about that. And years down the line, when I'm fucking old and decrepit and I'm falling apart at the seams, I go, that movie was terrible. And then I do it. Then I would fucking do it, chat. But now when I'm a young man, when I want to get a career in voice acting, absolutely, I'd be like, hey, I love the opportunity to be in this movie. That's what I would say. Even if I'm working for a guy I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of, that's what you got to do. That's how you have to do it, chat. You got to star in some shit. That's how a lot of these actors get started. And then years down the line, when you fucking have enough power and enough, support from other people, when you're kind of grandfathered into it, like a lot of these projects, and you can say these things, but not now. No, I will keep my fucking trap shut and be happy that I got paid to be in this thing. No doubt about it. Film Freak, welcome to stream. And if he asks you what you think of his other movies, just say, what's that crazy shit over there? And when he turns his head, just run away. Think of the 5 Betties, maybe. Yeah. That's what you have to do, Chef. It is one person that wanted me to choose everything about the day. Oh, maybe they're into, like, domination or something, man. Gotta go with it. Yeah. What about you guys? That's how I would do it. That's how I would do it, Chef. What are we talking about right now? If I was involved in a Zack Snyder film and an animated, so I want to be, so one of my dreams in my life, chat, like one of my goals, is I want to be a voice actor. I want to be in cartoons. I think that'd be really, really fun. I like to do voices on the stream. You guys know this. And Calling Me Hazel, I almost said Calling Me Brownie. Calling Me Hazel asked if I did this, but it was a Zack Snyder film, it was awful, would I talk shit about the movie? Or would I, potentially get it replaced? Or would I just keep my mouth shut, take the money, and just like, hey, that's just how it is. I would keep my mouth shut, take the money, and be like, there's no other opportunities out there. It's my foot in the door. I was involved in this project. That's what I would do. That's what that would be my choice. I would not talk shit about something that I was involved in. No. Even if I know it's a piece of shit, because I don't think that's a good thing to do. I think anytime you do that, it's always a bad look to me. Like, even when you have these actors that come out and, like, the movie's, like, about to come out, they're like, oh, this thing's a piece of shit. It's like, I don't know about that. Like, maybe years down the line you can say that. Like, I think that's fine. When you're marketing a movie, when it's, like, you're part of that, it's like, you shouldn't do that. That's why anytime it happens, I'm always fucking shocked. It's, like, almost like, whoa, because that person's blacklisting themselves. You saw that with someone like Ray Fisher, which, I mean, even to this day, I don't know what's going on with him. You saw that with Josh Trank with Fan 4-Stick. Like, you have all these examples, and what happened. You see what happens to all of them. That's it. It's over for them. So, no, I would keep my mouth shut, take the money, and be happy that, hey, at least I was involved in something, and I get that's a credit on the resume. Hope I can be involved with another project soon. That's what you hope for. And hey, maybe if you have all the other people are talking shit, but I'm the one that's quiet, I'm the one that's like, I just really appreciate the opportunity to be involved in something like this, then I potentially have, it's like, hey, this guy's good, and he stands by his stuff. Let's cast him in this. There it is. That's what you want to be. It was work. Now, Brownie, it's the equivalent chat. It's the equivalent chat of it was work. Keith David, chat. Adhere to that, baby. Didn't Brad Pitt get in trouble for talking shit about a movie he was in? Wasn't that Troy? Because he's talked a lot of shit about Troy, like, forever. I don't know if that's the film, but I know in years since he's talked a lot of shit about Troy. Maybe it's that one. Milky Mac, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. Victor Necrofunk, good to see you. I ain't kissing no one's ass. Hey, man, you do what you want to do. But I want to be like, I want to be able to make a living in that. Make a living, be involved in multiple projects. And if that means I got to be in some shit that's not great, so be it. That's just how it is. That's how the business works. And listen, I have no issue with that. I know you have some people out there saying, I would never star in something unless it's of the greatest quality. They're like, listen, you're going to do stuff you're not going to like. That's how it is. You're going to mean stuff you don't like, or you're underpaid for, or that's not of the best quality, but it's a step in the door. You know, step down the path, and sometimes you have to do those things. You have to take that kind of work. So I don't mind doing that. There's a steady paycheck. I believe in anything you say. Exactly. That's kind of how it is. You know, I don't mind that. If you don't work, you don't eat. Firewolf got it. Yeah, and if you showcase that you're that guy that will talk shit about this thing before it's even out, that's like the studio will look at you and go like, you're fucking losing money for us, so we'll never hire you again. So I would never do that. No, I would be like, hey, I'm happy to be involved in this. Yeah, I'm really very appreciative of the opportunity. I'm hoping it leads to even more things. That's what I would do. Let me involved in some really bad movies along the way, and you just say what you said. Yeah, exactly. That's just how it is. That's how it is, chat. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. So yeah, no, to be truthful, I would just show up. I'll take the money, and I'd be like, I'm happy to be in here. Can't wait to do more work. That'd be my answer to everything. But it's a very good question because I think that's often brought up sometimes. I think people have asked me like versions of this question before. But it's a great question for Carmi Hazel. I really like that. Very good one. So now, chat, we'll move on to Carmi Hazel's next question. Now that Alex Bernal's taken over and is now editing your videos, you have more time to create more content. Shout out to Alex Bernal, YouTube editor extraordinaire. That's what she put in there. Gang, gang. When are you going to release more content on Patreon that is outside of movie and cartoon commentary, reviews, reactions? Are you going to release more content outside what you already do? This is a good question. People have asked me this before. I started doing this, like, really actually over the last couple months, I guess, ever since the new year, really, where I started doing the Discord watch parties, chat. I do them every Saturday on my Discord. You know, it's for the cartoons and films. I think that's been pretty fun to do. It's a more, like, intimate type of thing. But to expand it, like, do I want to do other things outside of what I'm already doing now with the video and audio commentaries? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm moving at a really good, steady pace right now. Like, it takes a long time. I mean, I have to sit down, I have to watch the movie. You know, I have to render it, edit certain things out, and then upload and all that. If I want to do, like, more potential content, I mean, there's always ideas. People have recommended things for me, like, hey, do more music, like, do a music-based thing. Or do, like, a video game-based thing. I've taken these suggestions, like, I want to run with them someday. But, or comics. People said, hey, do, like, a comic discussion series or something, like, on Patreon. Or, like, I even gotten private messages to people to do a comics discussion. Do, like, a TV episode discussion thing. It's like, these are all good ideas. And I would like to do these. Like, this is like, I want to set aside some time. I just need to think of a structure. I need to think, okay, I need to read these. I need to have a budget for these things. That's the thing, chat. Like, oh, this costs money or time. Time is money and money is time. And, like, I need to have, like, a budget for certain things, whether it be the music, whether it be the comics, whether it be the TV shows or other movies or whatever. Time to do all this, record it, or do it live. Like, I like the idea. I really do like the idea, chat, of doing things live. Because you're hitting two birds with one stone that way, where you're already be like, I can talk, I don't have to pre-record it. You guys are already hearing it, get your reactions. So I think that'd be really fun. So if I ever do something like that, where it'd be like a review, like another review format, like for video games or music or comics or something, I want to do it here on my Twitch channel, but also make it a part of my Patreon. So maybe I'll have it where the patrons will be able to vote on, like, for example, Chad, this is things I've been considering. I want to kind of get your feedback on this. I don't know when I would do this, but, like, let's say I do a comics thing. It would be where you guys at a specific tier level or whatever, you would vote on whatever comic or graphic novel I would read, right? And so I guess it'd be kind of similar to my scene by scene breakdowns, chat. And I would do a spoiler review of that comic. Like, I would go panel by panel by panel, chat. Kind of like that. Maybe that'd be something new, and people would vote on that via the Patreon, depending on your tier level or something. Like, that's something I've thought about. I think doing maybe comic-centric thing. I want to read more. Maybe I'd do, like, issue by issue or something like that. I think that could be fun. Be something a little different. I don't know how you guys would react to that. If that's something that you would like to see in the future, like comic stuff, or or music, or TV. Like, I'm already doing the TV thing right now with the episodes. That's more like a Twitch-centric thing than a Patreon-centric thing. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, if I ever did additional stuff on Patreon, it would either be, like, video game would be reserved to Twitch. So it would either be comic or music-based. Those would be the big porn reviews. I talked about those before. My scene by scene breakdowns of porn movies. Possibly. Maybe porn. So maybe it'll be music, porn, and comics, chat. Something like that. Food review extravaganza. Watch me page by page. Yeah, exactly. Something like that, Devin. Like, seriously, welcome to the stream, by the way, Devin. Hope you're doing very well. In case I miss anyone who's just coming in here right now, hope you're having a very nice Thursday afternoon. Just answering a question by Carmi Hazel. But, yeah, if I do something new, it would be maybe review type stuff for music or comics connected to the Patreon, but be done live on my Twitch channel. But people would have the patrons would have control over what that content specifically is. That's what I would like to do. Porn, count me in, says Nia Brownie. A scene by scene breakdown of his own juicy Sonic fan. I might do that. Well, Chris said this during this reading. Yeah, what are you thinking, guys? Like, how do you feel about that? As potential new content. I have to work on it. I got to come up with a structure. I need to have, like, that reading time and, like, really work on it. And, you know, maybe be like a comic. Instead of, like, graphic, it'll be like a comic by comic kind of thing. Yeah. What about, like, marathons of stuff? Like, what do you mean by marathons? Devin says, love it, boss. Cool. Thank you, Devin. Yeah, I would either like music or see, the music, I don't even know how I would do it. I wouldn't even know. It would just be review us, I guess. I guess I'd listen to an album and discuss it with you guys. That could be something. I suppose. The music thing would be, I have to think about. The comic thing, I have a better idea what I would do with it. Almost among everything listed, only porn is heard. I was for anything involving Miss Phil Collins. Yay! I would like that idea. Too tall says too tall. Yeah. This is the music thing. I like singing my cover songs. That's always fun. That's more of a Twitch centric thing. But yeah, I would get into, first would be more comic book related content. Maybe doing like reviews. You know, but the patrons would select what comic they would want me to review. Like they would have the power over that. Yeah. I think that could be fun. And maybe I don't know, maybe I would do like, I would incorporate it with the, this is like another idea I just had. Like, so you know I do the Discord watch parties chat every Saturday. Maybe if I would do, it would be multifaceted. I would do the watch party, but then part of that stream for like a half hour with those people, we would discuss that book as another added benefit for your subscription. Hey, we get to like talk back and forth about The Dark Knight Returns, about Watchmen, about whatever. And we would have these little discussions and what we liked about the book, what we didn't like about the book, what we think worked, what still didn't. You know, like, stuff like that. And would you like that too? For those of you who would like to participate in the watch parties, you like a comic book discussion type of thing? Or I would do the whole review, of course, the review, panel by panel by panel, all that good stuff on Twitch. But then the patrons, it's kind of like a book club, yeah. Yeah, like a book club. Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, I'm spitballing ideas here, but like I think that'd be kind of, I think that might be fun to do. Again, I have to figure out like what time that would work with, you know. Kind of we want to pick up some kind of myself. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it would at first be stuff I already own, just because the thing is, chat, like comics, yeah, like yeah, I mean, comics back not like 25 cents back in the day. Now comics are anywhere between like $3 to $4 to $5, and you got graphic novels. So a lot of it would be older material at first, chat. So, like, stuff like the big ones, you know, like Dark Knight Returns or whatever. Like, that's kind of what I would like to start with. You know, some classic things, you know. And then do my reviews on Twitch, but also do these little discussions, more intimate discussions with the patrons. Maybe something like a book club. Comic reviews would be fun. Want to pick some more comics myself. Yeah, food and porn or attention grabber. Food and porn! Yeah. That's at least what I'm thinking right now. So it's a good question, Carmi Hazel. You know, I want to continue to improve the audio commentaries, video reactions, or some ideas I want to incorporate to make them even better for people. I'm hoping people have liked the... So I want a question for you, because since we're talking about it. Those of you who are subscribed to my Patreon right now, how have you liked the audio and video commentaries? Have you been enjoying them? Do you like the bonus ones? Because that's one of the things I started, you know, recently in the new year. I've started doing a ton of bonus ones. Made available to people chat, made them inexpensive, $2 tiers. You know, this whole month has been DC and kaiju movies. Everything from Godzilla, King Kong to Superman, Shazam, Batman, you know, everything else. Comics, I would have to get a Comixology account. That would be a big thing I would probably do. I always like to just read my graphic novels. Like I can finally have a use for them. Finally start reading them again. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, chap. That's what I'm thinking right now. But it's a good question, Carmi Hazel. It's a very good question. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to all of Carmi Hazel's questions, chap. I'm gonna, because this one last question. I thought your last question, Carmi Hazel, is fantastic, and I have a whole scenario that I did. It's another one of those like, and this is what happens next. So that's a story I have to tell you. It's a story. It's a survival story, featuring people from the Twitch channel. But the last question I will answer this way. This is her fourth question, I believe. You already answered this question, which was, if you could remove one thing from the daily routine, what would you remove? Which is editing and exporting and rendering videos, chap. The answer was removing editing your videos. Now, the editing videos are removed from your routine thanks to Alex Manel, YouTube editor extraordinaire Alex Manel. What daily tasks are you remove from your routine? Pooping! Pooping! You know how much time I waste pooping, chat? A copious amounts of time. Copious, chat. Pooping and sleeping. If I could not sleep, if I'd be like, I'm like a fucking Energizer bunny, chat. Always going around, chat. Always going around in a circle. Boom. That's what I would be. I would eliminate sleeping. That would be huge. Realistically, at this point, that's a great question. Like, you know, other than pooping, other than sleeping. Oh man, what would I like to eliminate? I don't know, because I just honestly, because everything I do, like I do the Twitch streams, and that's usually 7 to 8 hours or something. I play the game, I do the reviews and everything. It's you know, I don't mind watching the movies. That's fun, because that in itself can be multiple types of content creation, whether it be for commentaries and also for review. You know, I mean, I can't really cut down on the commentary watching times. I have to, like, it has to be like I have to be in sync with the movie. So based on my content, it's not really hard. It's hard to think of something that I would eliminate at this point. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I guess I kind of still export and render videos because I still have to I do that for my commentary video reaction stuff. But it's not nearly as bad as like the YouTube stuff, because that takes so much time. That takes so much significant time. Pooping is more important than booty. It is now, Brownie, it is. You gotta do it, you explode. You explode. So, yeah, I honestly, right now, everything in my life, I mean, I like menial tasks. Like getting I gotta get my taxes done. The IRS will come after me, chat. Like I'll fight against a lot of things, but the IRS, oh no, thank you. IRS is horrifying. You know, grocery shopping, stuff like this. It's like, I gotta do these. I gotta do errands. I guess errands, I know it's like, I need to do these things in order to live or to make myself more comfortable in where I live. But I could also I know I'm using that time I'm missing on content creation time. You know? I think that's you know, that's a big thing. But I need to do these things. These are necessary things. Or at least with the YouTube editing, like Alex Pinal has done a great job at, I was able to move that over to him to do, and it's made other things more convenient. So, but it's like I couldn't, like, I don't want to, like, I want to send someone out to do my grocery shopping. I don't want to do anything like that. Wait, so you want to be like John Travolta in Phenomenon? Yes, just like that. Oh. In your target, wait, do I die in the story? Everyone dies in the story. Everyone dies. Carmi Hazel said everyone must die at the end. So everyone's going to die. But I've incorporated multiple characters, multiple people from the I'll tell you this, chap. So my fake answer would be pooping and sleeping to eliminate from my daily schedule. But outside of pooping and outside of sleeping, chat, I don't know, maybe just, I got to get on a better sleeping schedule. Because I like to sleep in, and I got to wake up earlier to work on more things. Maybe I got to, like, have a better sleeping schedule. So I don't know if that's the answer to the question, but I got to have a better sleeping pattern. Because I stay up late to do the streams, chat. I stay up late. Usually I'm on, like, around, like, 6 to 2 in the morning. So I got to get better about that. Dishes, yeah, I guess there's menial tasks. I don't know them. Just menial tasks, like, you know, the errands and stuff I would like to eliminate, but that's just how it is, sadly. The YouTube editing, moving that over to Alex Bernal has been very helpful. He's been doing a great job, and that's saved me a lot of time, a lot less stress. But to give you a preview, so I'm going to answer this question next week, Chad, because I tell a tale. I tell a tall tale, Chad. And all I'll say is the people that are involved in this story are, of course, me, My sweet baby broccoli eating boy Josh, Nia Brownie, Austinic, Alex Spinall, the Ed Man, DT Darkslayer, and Missing Target, and possibly more, are involved in a tale of survival, betrayal, and cannibalism. That's what we'll get into next week, chat. So that's a little preview. That's a little preview for you guys. Okay? Okay, Chris prep sleeping just like, oh, but it sleeps so hard. Huh? And Firewolf, you're added to it too. I have some inspiration. You are going to be the Princess Mononoke of the tale, because you're wolves and she has wolves. That's how it is. And we set you on fire. It'll be wonderful. But until that time, I must bid you adieu. I gotta get going, you crazy kids. I gotta get going.